Hi, Chef Anthony here with Dawn's Appliances. So excited. I'm on the Alfa Brio. I'm going to give you guys a great overview of this amazing oven. It's beautiful in bright red. So without further ado, Alfa makes a great Brio. This is gas cooking. This is wood cooking. This is everything you want to think about cooking every different way. So to start, here's our gas right here. So if you see inside, that's really where our burner is to the left. And we'll talk about the inside configuration of this. So that flame is really going to heat up all the way from the front all the way to the back on that left side. And the heat's really going to cascade up and really go on top of the dome there and heat up these tiles. So that's really what we want to do, is heat up these tiles, because that's really where we get that hot pizza dough. We get that great crust, puffs up, things like that. So in the initial, this is brand new, so in the initial stages, you want to really get a good burn off. So let it 30 to 40 minutes. What that does is really get some you don't have to really cure anything. Everybody says curing, but what we want to do is really heat up, get the factory oils off this, get any dust from construction and moving, and really make sure these porous tiles heat up gradually. It's almost like a baking stove. We don't want to go from ice cold, because we're outside, to hot. That wears and tears might break those down and might crack over time. So we want to make sure they're at the proper temperature and make sure that dome, all the oils burn off. So here's we'll just show you how to do the gas light up, and then we'll go right into a wood one too. So we want to take it right to the star right here, okay? Push in, quarter turn, and we want to use our igniter on the right hand side. Hear it clicking, okay? We look inside, we'll see, there it is right there, that our flame is actually lighting. So we'll hold this in 15 seconds and then we'll release it, okay? All right, now we push it out, and if you could see in there, I don't know if you can or not, it's kind of tight, but you could see that flame really not popping out. So the flame stands in there. We know we got a good light on our pilot. We know the thermocouple's good, all that. So I like to just leave that a few seconds just to make sure there's good gas in the line and we don't get any airflow. So we'll take that, and now we'll turn it on. And you'll see the gas. You'll hear it kick. You'll see that gas go on very nicely. And you just want to keep it nice and low in the initial, okay? We'll keep that nice and low, and we'll start the heat. Directions, if you follow along with us, it tells us to put the door on, but keep it a 1-inch gap so there is airflow. We still need airflow with gas. It's got to be the combination, okay? That is the setup for the gas. But we look on the outside, this is nice and weatherproof. The ceramic fiber insulation inside is kind of the difference maker in the Alfa oven. A lot of them were stone domes and were really heavy. Now they use some ceramic fiber insulation in here and a metal top. Really cuts down on the carcinogens, the smoke, and they have this cool front that's really easily accessible to wipe, because you'll see, in a long time with this pizza, that you're gonna get some creosote, you're gonna get some blacking on the top. So this is super easy, great for outdoor, amazing for outdoor. And then we have our stack right here, which is easily assemble, and all the smoke will billow out to the left and right. Great piece. This size though is amazing. It does come in a few different sizes. Brio is great if you're really gonna do a lot of pizzas. But let's think out of the box. When we're talking about wood fire, that's a different one. We want pizzas, we want hot heat, things like that. But in here, with this gas, we can dial this up to sear steaks and cast iron. We could do, hot wings, things like that. I mean, with a cast iron, we can get that hot, just like we could with wood. But when we bring this down is really the game changer and the key. We can bake breads in here. We could do pasta bakes. We could even do like baked Italian hoagies and things like that. It really takes us from that 1,000-degree wood fire or gas fire down to a relative temperature of 300 to 275 or 350 that we really want to bake a tray of cookies in. So if you're outdoors and you love outdoors and you think, man, I need this, do I need a grill, things like that, chances are, you're still gonna need a grill of some sort, but in here, the versatility of the gas is phenomenal. So, you could actually do the burgers, do the stuff, think about anything other than pizzas you wanna do. I do a great baked pasta in here, and, if I can keep it at 300 degrees, I can do a tray of cookies. Whoever said you could do a tray of cookies in your pizza oven, you heard it here first, folks. So we're gonna make a pizza in here. So we're gonna see some pizzas, but we're gonna do the wood fired as well. So we're gonna cure it in the wood. You're gonna see the difference, and that's what's great about the hybrid. If you wanna use the gas today. If not, you wanna go traditional wood, you have that option too. So don't sell yourself short. The Brio is a sleeper and great in the Alfa collection. All right, guys, you saw the gas. Now we're gonna get to the wood lighting in the Brio from Alfa here. So I have 2 logs in the center. I'm just gonna put this right here in the back, okay? We're actually just gonna light it, and we're gonna put a log right on top, okay? So one's gonna go basically right here to touch, okay? Just like that. And we're gonna wood fire light this oven. Put that next one on right here, just so it catches. And for safety's sake, we're just gonna pop that door on just like this, but keep about 1 inch or 2 space just in case anything really hits out. But that's a good start for that fire. Nice and easy. And we've won, and the main focus is we do want to keep this fire in the center, heat up the center stones, because that's really where we're going to start the cooking process, and we're going to move our logs to the left or the right depending on our application of cooking, okay? Okay, everyone, we have this fire up to the perfect temperature, right where we want it. The logs are all great going. So we're gonna actually take it and we're gonna move it down to the right side. So really our center and our left side are our performing sides. Really what we're gonna cook on, okay? So I'm just gonna take this ever so carefully. You can use a wood tool or just a piece of wood just to kind of get it in there and push it to the back, and then we're gonna go to the right here, okay? Nice and easy, nice and breezy. So I kind of like that, and then I'm gonna take the metal piece right here just to angle it back a little bit, kind of move it around and make sure we're good. Then we're gonna brush the sides here, kind of give us a clean surface to work on, okay? And then brush some of the ash back inside, ensure we have a nice area, and we're actually just gonna let this cook a little bit more. Let the air get on there to make sure we don't have any ash on our pizza. One last thing left to do is make some pizzas. So that's fun, that's great. This is kind of where we like to keep it for pizza doughs. Okay, the Alfa pizza oven, great up to temp. Just to recap, we have the fire in the far right. We just adjusted it a little bit so we're getting that great flow and that good heat. We just put a margarita pizza right on the peel here. So this is our larger peel. And just a little flour on the bottom. We're just gonna shoot it right onto the deck, ever so gently, okay? And now the heat from the bottom tiles that we preheated, really gonna heat it up, but the right side obviously is gonna be hotter than the left. So we wanna watch this right side crust. It's gonna puff up a lot faster, and really we're gonna see that. And that's really why we're gonna use our second piece right here, which is the peel, the turner right here. This really aids in getting under this. So look at the size of that crust right now. See how that's really nice and big, see that? So what we wanna do is we just wanna take it, we wanna rotate it and pull it towards us, and then push it in, okay? Rotate it again, just so slightly. We don't wanna do it super fast, okay? This is gonna cook beautifully. It's gonna cook hot. This is kind of like our rotation, just to kind of convect it, okay? Once again, we're cruising. This is around 650 degrees, so it's probably around 580 on the deck, which is an ideal temperature for this dough. This isn't, high dense dough. This is store-bought dough, so it's just a better dough. If you use that high dough and you make your own doughs, you can really get away with a higher heat. But for us, this really showcases a beautiful dough. Look at that. And that's some low moisture mozzarella cheese too. That's another great kicker, so you don't really get those puddles of moisture on there. But this crust, this puff is ideal. Look at the underneath. We're starting to get those leopard spots, and we've already turned it twice, which is perfect. Everybody asks me, oh, chef, I get real nervous the first couple pizzas. I'm like, first couple pizzas might not turn out. This is the first one in this oven, but if you want to and you're nervous, here, think about this. If we push it over here, we're still gonna get that top heat, so now we're gonna get that top heat because the dome's riding over. You're not really gonna get that much crust heat. So see how much we're farther back from the flame, but the flame's coming over top. So it's really browning this without cooking the sides anymore, which is a smart play, And it takes just a little bit of get to know how of your oven. Maybe get one of those laser thermometer temps, things like that, just to try and make your best pizza. But Alfa really makes it nice and easy with the wood, for a first-time pizza maker to be a little pizziolo, as we like to call it here. But, oh, this is beautiful. This is the way I eat it. So if you like it a little bit more done, I know my wife does, some people do, I don't. This is ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is now, here's another one too. I'll take this, I'll lift this up, we'll put this right on the wooden peel because we don't want the wooden peel to kind of, get burnt or anything like that. So I'll take it, we'll slide it right here and kind of push it in and get my hand in here because it's cool enough to make a beautiful pizza. Look at that, huh? Wipe off the board. Let's talk pizza. Let's give a quick overview. So really there was a little bit of sauce here, so it did get a little bit darker, but these sides are beautiful. This is crisp and crunched. That's beautiful leopard spots is what we want to see. So that's great, well-rounded pizza. Hear that crisp crunch, really what we want to see. So here's your first pizza in your Alfa oven. You guys enjoy that. So happy pizza making. Fire it on.